Hey guys, Coach Mike here, and welcome to the latest installment of the B.A.S.E Tip of the Week, where this time I'm going to be speaking to you about glute activation, or more accurately, a lack thereof. Now this is a huge problem amongst young athletes, especially young females, because when your glutes aren't firing the way they're supposed to, it will not only limit your ability to generate strength and power through the lower body, which will definitely have a negative impact on speed development, but it can also set you up for a whole host of lower body injuries. So today I'm going to show you a quick progression of glute activation drills that you can either do as part of your warm-up or you can sprinkle them into your existing strength training program. So let's go ahead and take a look at those drills right now. All three of the glute activation exercises I'm about to show you are done from a lying or supine position, and we'll start from the easiest and then work our way up in difficulty. The first one you'll want to start with, lying flat on your back, bend your knees about 90 degrees, arms out to the side. And the first thing I'm going to have you do is lift your toes off the ground, because we want to focus on driving the heels into the ground to lift the hips and not push through the balls of the feet, lifting the heels. We really want to focus on that glute activation. So now holding a neutral spine here, which means I'm not going to hyperextend my lower back. I'm going to keep my core engaged. All I'm going to do here is dig into the backs of the thighs and press up until my body forms a nice straight line from my shoulder down to my knee. Hold for a second or two at the top and slowly lower down. Now again, the emphasis here is really on driving the heels into the ground and contracting through the glutes, through the hamstrings, and making sure that core is engaged once again so we don't hyperextend. A lot of times I'll see young athletes really kill their lower back by driving up too strong. You want to brace that core nice and tight, up and through. Hold for at least a second or two at the top and then lower down. That's the beginner's version, or the most basic. Once you get used to those, what we can do is hold that top position, and now once we're there, without dipping the hips side to side, we can simply march the legs by keeping the same amount of bend in the knee and just bringing the leg up. Hold for a second. What you want to avoid here is a dropping down of the hip as you start to lift that foot off the ground. You want to make sure that you can keep the hips bridged, keep the core engaged, as you're able to march those legs in that 90-degree position. Okay, so that one's just a little bit harder. Finally, the most difficult version would be the single leg bridge. Now here what you're going to do is take one leg, lift it off the ground, and now we're going to try to maintain a consistent distance between this knee and your rib cage. In other words, as I start to press up here, I don't want to let this leg fly out this way and once again extend through that lower back or that lumbar spine. I want to keep my core engaged, keep that distance there, drive up and hold for a second in the top position. Now this is the hardest of the three because I'm doing it with one leg. Really great drill for helping to improve sprinting mechanics. And if you have a little bit of difficulty with this one and you struggle with this one, you can always hold on to the leg as you bridge up and through. Alright, so there you go. A couple of basic drills that you can easily incorporate into your existing training routine that will definitely help increase glute activation and just lead to better overall lower body alignment and strength and power potential. That does it for this time, but don't forget to check back next week where I'll hit you with another great tip. I'll see you next time.